We'll start with the next topic, that is last topic of this unit, network devices. What is meant by network? The network is nothing but it is a connection of different devices. Set of devices is called as a network. Which are the network devices we can see? The network devices is RS-235, 232. Second is modem. Third is repeaters. Fourth is switches, bridges, routers, and gateways. These are the main network devices we are using day to day life. Day to day life, we are using these network devices, that is RS-232, modem, repeaters, switches, bridges, routers, and gateway. In that, the first network device is RS-232. I think you have seen this cable. Day to day life, we are using this cable in your PC, that is your personal computer. The connector, backside of your connector, you are connecting this cable to your CPU for connectivity of your projector, for connectivity of any of the network. That is one of the RS-232. There are two types of RS-32 we are using. One is a male connector, second one is female connector. First is male connector, second one is female connector. So you have to see the difference between the male connector and female connectors. Okay, there is a sharp edges are there in this male connectors, and female connector there is a holes. You are seeing the holes in female connector, and you are getting the male connector, there are pins are there in this. You have seen the difference between RS-232. What it is the main function of this RS-232? Whatever you are sending the data and you are receiving the data from another computers, receiving and sending, that functionality, it is going to give the power. It is going to give the power to the particular PC. If this connectivity is not there, you can't access any devices. You can't access any of the data present in that particular PC or present in that particular network. By doing the on of this projector, we require this connector. If this net connector is not there, we can't switch on the particular device. We can't switch on the particular laptop. We can't switch on the particular PC. That is the functionality of this RS-232. Got it? Modem. What is modem? I think you have seen the modem in some of the companies, and I think you also using this modem. This modem device can be used for some of the distances, some of the distance communication, that is from a 10 kilometer or for the 100 meters or for the 10 meters. For sending any of the signals, we are using this particular device. What is this? A modem is a device that modulates or demodulates the signal. What is the functionality of modem? Whatever you are sending the signal, that is an analog signal or the digital signal, you are sending the digital signal at the initial device. Your input device is of a digital signal. That signal has to be modulated, and that modulated signal has to be sent to the particular medium. Once that modulated signal has sent to the particular medium, once it is reached at the particular receiver end, that digital signal has been converted into the analog signal, that is demodulates. The function of demodulation is nothing but what? The modem functionality is to convert the digital signal into the analog signal, that is nothing but your model. The main function on the main operation of this modem is nothing but a modem is a device that modulates or demodulates the signal. Any signal we can take, if it is analog signal or if it is a digital signal. If it is digital signal, we can convert that digital signal into the analog signal. If it is an analog signal, we can convert that analog signal into the digital signal. This is what the functionality of this modem. I think you have seen this modem in some of the companies. He has kept some of the modems in a particular office. If the boss is using that particular modem for a connectivity, if there is no connectivity, he start using the modem, his own modem. It maintains a dedicated connection with internet service provider to get the internet connection for home or businesses. For personal businesses, we are getting this, we are purchasing this modem. Second point, it acts as a bridge between the internet or the telephone line or the computers. We are using our personal computers, we are using our tablets, we are using our laptops, we are using our telephones. So this internet connectivity can be bridge. Bridge is nothing but for connectivity of one device to the connectivity of another device, that has to be maintained, this bridge connectivity, bridge between the internet or a telephone line and the computer. They are giving some of the example how this is modem is going to work. This modem is going to bridge between the internet connectivity with your devices, any of the devices. We can take your modem with your telephone, your personal computer, your laptop, your tablets. The reason to use this model is only the internet connection for connectivity of the internet. For different signals we are using, one is analog signal, one is digital signal. I already told you this signal is in the form of analog or in the form of digital. The signal is in the form of analog or in the form of digital, or vice versa, digital in the form of analog. All the incoming signals has to be modulates. Once it is get modulated, it is transferred into the medium, and that medium, once it is reached to the destination, and destination is going to convert that a signal into the analog signal. If it is a digital signal, we are going to convert that digital signal into analog signal or a discrete signal. If it is analog signal, we are going to convert that analog signal into the digital or the discrete signal, which is receiver, the receive, and that is vice versa. These two processes have to be taken place. The main usage of this modem is internet service provider. It is going to provide only internet services for the connection orientation that has to be taken place for this ISP. It is error correction and control has to be taken place for the flow of information. You have to increase the speed up. For increasing the speed up, why we are using this personal device? The model can be used as a personal device. So this personal device can be used for speed up the internet connection or increasing the internet connection. So this is what the main functionality of modem. This is a second device we can call. This is the second device we can call in the day-to-day life we are using. For this modem is can be used for home appliances or for the business purposes. Got it? And the third is hub. What is an hub? I will tell you an example about the hub. How this hub has been developed. You have seen the cycle wheel. साइकिल व्हील है, वो साइकिल व्हील के अंदर और एक छोटा व्हील रहता है. गेटिंग? साइकिल का व्हील है, साइकिल का व्हील के अंदर एक छोटा व्हील है. ओके, दैट व्हील इज कनेक्टेड द स्पाइक्स. Spikes, have you seen the spikes of that small wheel? So that is called as a hub. Hub is one device. That device is going to connect to the different computers. Different computers. Getting the point? A hub is a main device. I'm giving the example that is a wheel of the cycle. A wheel of a cycle. Inside that wheel of cycle, there is a small wheel. The small wheel, the rotator wheel. At that small wheel, we are having the spikes. We are having the spikes of that wheel connectivity. So that small wheel, that small center point is called as a hub. That hub is connect a different computers. Okay, and one hub is connected to the dedicated computer. Second line is connected to the dedicated computer. But this hub is mainly operated in a star topology. Okay, it is looking at like a star topology, but the operation is working and the working principle has to be taken in a bus topology. It is looking like a star topology, but the working principle has to be taken in a bus topology. Got it? The hub, what is the main functionality hub? It is mainly operated on WAN. wide area network. It is going to broadcast. It is not confidential. Whatever the data has been received, whatever the information has been received, it broadcast immediately to all the computers. If you want to send only the data from computer 1 to computer 4, but this is not happens. Whatever the data we are receiving all the data to all the computers. But who is going to accept that? Only fourth computer is going to accept. That is not happening in this hub. So it is broadcast to the entire network. So that is the functionality of hub. A hub is a hardware device that divides the network connections among the multiple devices. It is a hardware device that divides the network connection among the multiple devices. I already told you. There is a wheel. The wheel, there is a small wheel inside that wheel that is going to have a different spikes, and that small wheel is going to control all these spikes. Okay, that is what it is, a multiple devices. When computer requests for some information from the network, it first sends the request to the hub through the cable. If you want to send information to the particular device or a computer, you have to take a particular request to the hub that I want to send a particular data to this person or this computer through the cable. So then and then only hub is going to give the permission to the particular user. Hub will broadcast this request to the entire network. This is what the one of the disadvantage of this hub. Hub is going to broadcast to the entire network. So all the devices will check whether the request belongs to them or not. I told you, if you want to send a data from computer 1 to computer 4, the network will going to broadcast all the data to all the computers. So remaining computers has to accept or not to accept. That has to be decided. If it is belongs to that particular computer, he can accept immediately. You want to send the particular data from 1 to 4th computer, but remaining computers is neglecting it. This is not related to me. This is not related to me. I have to accept or I have to reject. If it is not found, the request will be dropped. So that is what the process of hub. The process used by the hub consumes more bandwidth and limits the amount of communications. Whatever the bandwidth we have allocated to the particular device, all the bandwidth has been consumed by all the computers. And nowadays, use of hub is, most of the times we are not going to use the hubs. It has to be replaced by the advanced computer networks like switches and routers. We are replacing the advanced computer networks. Those are switches and routers. This is what the concept of hub. Got it? What is the functionality of a hub? It is a hardware device. It is looking like a star network. It isn't looking like a star topology, but it is working like a bus topology. In bus topology, what happens? Whatever the data is there, all the data has been broadcast. Whatever the data has been, all the data has been broadcast. But the depends is depending on the individual computers, whether I have to accept the request or whether I have to reject it. That decision has to be taken care by this hub, individual PC and the hub. Okay, this nowadays we are not using the particular hubs, that you are using the advanced computer networks such as switches or the routers. What is an repeater? This concept we have studied in mobile communication also. Repeater. What is a repeater? The main functionality of a repeater is to strengthen the signal or regenerate the signal. Strengthen the signal or regenerate the signal is nothing but what? Means, for example, if you want to send a particular signal or particular information for 1,000 kilometers, for a longer distance communication, or for 500 kilometers to 1,000 kilometers, what happens while moving particular signal for a longer distance communication, it get decreased. The strength of that signal will get decreased. To regenerate that particular signal, we require a regenerator. To regenerate or re-strengthen or strengthen the particular signal, we require a repeater. A repeater is a device. It used to regenerate or replicate the signal. In between this 500 kilometers, we are going to install the repeater device for strengthening the signal. If you want to send a particular information or particular data for 500 kilometers, in between 200 to 250 kilometers, you have to install one repeater. In between 200 to 250 kilometers, you have to install one repeater so that whatever the signal is there, we can re-strengthen it. The strength for while transferring for initial signals, that is from 0 kilometer to 250 kilometers, the strength of that signal will get decreased. To increase that particular strength of that signal, we require the repeater. The most important function of repeater is to strengthen the particular signal. Once it is a re-strengthen or once it is regenerate, so again it gets active. So it moves from 500 kilometers to the 1000 kilometers. So this repeater function is to regenerate or re-strengthen the analog or digital signal which is distorted by the transmission loss. This is what the functionality, only simple function of repeater. This is a third device. Oh, network switch. This is very, very important. What is the function of repeater switch? You have seen the switch, different switches. The main function of this switch is having its own dedicated link. Network switch, we can connect this switch to the individual computers, we can connect the switch to the server, we can connect the switch to the printer. This switch is a single collision domain. Single collision domain is nothing but what? In a classroom, for example, in a classroom, there are 50 students are there. For going outside, for all the 50 students, only one door is there. Only one door is there. So at a time, all the students can't move outside. All the student can't move outside. So it is a single collision domain. So one by one, it has to move outside. Then only there should not be any collision will happens. So it is acting as a single collision domain. A switch is a hardware device that connects multiple devices on a computer network. It is a hardware device that connects multiple devices on a hardware network. A switch contains more advanced features than a switch contains the updated table that decides where the data is transmitted or not. There is a memory device has to be considered in a switch. In that memory device, each computer has been allocated to different ports. Computer PC number 1, the port number 1. Computer number 2, that is port number 3. Computer 3, port number 4. Computer 4, port number 5. At the initial stage, whatever the data is there, that data has been broadcast to all the computers. He is going to maintain the memory in that particular switch. Port number 1, the PC1 is connected. Port number 3, PC3 is connected. PC1 is A, PC2 is B, PC3 is C, PC4 is D. If you want to send the data from PC1 to PC3, at the initial stage, that data has been broadcast to all the computers, but at the initial stage, it don't know and which PCs contains which network, which IP address. It has not maintained any table in that, any table memory in that. So it has maintained the port number 1, port number and MAC address. It has maintained the table like the port number and the MAC address. Okay, port number 1 to 4 and the MAC address is ABCD. Port 1 is connected to A, port 2 is connected to B, port 3 is connected to C, and port 4 is connected to D. It has not maintained at the initial stage. Once the process starts, it has broadcast to all the computers. Once it is came to know that this MAC address is applicable for PC number 3, that has to be maintained immediately in the table. Port 1 PCA, port 2 PCB, port 3 PC3, port 4 PCD. At the next time, once all the memory table has been completed, once it is completed, that switch came to know that if you want to send from the PC1 to PC4, it came to know that which port is connected to which PC. You have to send the port number 1 to the port number 4. You have to send from port number 1 to port number 4. Where it is located, this MAC address is located to port number 2. Directly we can send that information to PC4. This happens only once the table has been completed. At the initial stage, you have to write it. That broadcast entire to all the computers. This is what the functionality of switch. A switch contains the updated table that decides where the data has been transmitted or not. The switch delivers the message to the correct destination based on the physical address present in the incoming messages. So I already told you, it is going to maintain the memory table in the particular switch. So it is where the data has to be sent, that physical address MAC address has to be maintained in that particular table. Switch does not broadcast message to the entire network like the hub. Hub is going to broadcast all the message to the entire network. It is not going to maintain any table, but switch is going to maintain the table, so that the switch came to know that in which PC you have to broadcast the particular message, to which PC you have to send the particular message. Everything has been maintained in that particular table. In that table, we are going to mention the port number, we are going to mention the MAC addresses. Depending on the port number, depending on the MAC addresses, we can send immediately to that message to the particular PC. This is going to happen. It determines the device to whom the message is to be transmitted. Means what? In that table, we came to know that this PC is connected to this MAC address. So therefore, we can say that switch provides a direct connection between the source to the destination, so that they increases the speed of the network. Once we came to know that this PC has been connected to this MAC address, easily we can send from the information from source to the destination by maintaining that table. Once that table has been maintained, see, for example, one more example is there. We can replace the PC number 4. Okay, we can replace the PC number 4 and we can add the new PC over there. If you want to send the data from PC1 to PC4, the PC has been replaced. The data maintained in that table, the data maintained is PC number 4. Once it is the data sent from PC number 1 to PC number 4, but there is no PC over there. You are connected new PC, that is new PC. So whatever the data has been sent, that has to be rejected. Why? Because the table, in that memory table, there is no PC number 4. So immediately the switches came to know that there is a replacement in the PC. The new PC has been added, that is a PC number 5. So immediately the PC number 5 has been updated in the table. The 5 number MAC address has been updated in that particular table. This functionality, this operation has to be taken care by this switch. Got it? Very, very important. What is on bridge? Bridge is nothing but what? Have you seen the bridge? You are crossing the 10-meter bridge, 100-meter bridges, where there is a sea. It is a connection between the two ends. It is a connection between the two ends. One user is standing at this side, one more is standing at that side. Means what? The four pieces are connected at the left side and the remaining four pieces are connected at the right side. I'm telling you, very, very important bridge. Four pieces are connected at the left side and the remaining four pieces are connected at the right side. The four pieces at the right side is A, B, C, D. And the remaining four pieces are E, F, G, H. The main function of this bridge is at the initial stage, again it is going to maintain the bridge table. Bridge table it is maintaining. Okay. Port number, again MAC address. Port number, MAC address. Bridge is nothing but only two ports are there. Only two ports. In between, PC, all four PCs are connected to one port. The right side, all PCs are connected to the second port. Port number 1, ABCD. Port number 2, EFGH. At the initial stage, the message has been broadcast to the all the ports, all the computers. Means what? It is not maintain any table. It is not maintain the bridge table initial stage. Port number 1 to 2, ABCD is there. Port number 2, EFGH, MAC address. Okay. Once, if you want to send any information from left side to the right side, if you want to send a information or a message from a PC number A to at the right side of that PC number to EF or E. Initially, all the message has been broadcast to all the 8 computers. Don't know. At that time, it has to be mentioned in the table that the port number 1 is the port number 1, that the left side there is a. It has to be maintained. At the port number 2, there is a E. It has to be written in the table. Port number 2 E is there. Port number 1 A is there. So at the initial stage, it is broadcast. Second time also it broadcast. But at this stage, if you want to send at the left side itself, ABCD, if you want to send the information or the message from A to D, at just at this sending any information, it came to know that this computer is located in the left side itself, in the port 1 itself. So no need to broadcast at the right side. No need to broadcast all the messages at the right side. So immediate action has to be taken place. Immediate message has been sent from A to D. Means what? Already that table has been maintained. Already that table, left side table has been updated. No need to send all the computers. Already that updated table is there. So directly we can send that information from A to D itself. So this is what, once you maintain all the tables, once you maintain the memory of that table, bridge table, we can send that message or information to the individual computers. This is what the concept of bridge. Bridge is working on the two collision domain. Two collision domain is nothing but what? ABCD is moving from one port, EFGH is moving from another port. It is a two collision device. So the collision will not be happen if you are having more number of ports. A network that creates a single Sorry, I disconnected. Sorry, I disconnect in between. Okay. The router, which path it has to take, that has to be decided by this router. Next, advantage of router. What are the advantages? One is of route. Security is very, very important. Reliability, connectivity, that is very, very important. Performance, how it is going to perform for the particular network. The information which is transmitted to the network will transverse the entire cable, but the only specified device which has been addressed can be read the data. The dedicated connection is there for individual computers. So that based on that dedicated cable or the connection, we can send the particular data to the particular computer. That is the main security of this router. Reliability is nothing but if the server has stopped functioning, the network goes down, but no other networks are affected to that server by the router. If you want to go for one way, if that way is not good, you can come back and stay in that particular area. So that is what the main use of this reliability. Punctual till the data has been reached at the particular destination, that is going to take care by this router. Performance is very good as compared to this another devices. Router enhance the overall performance of the network. Suppose there are 24 workstations in the network, generates the same amount of traffic. This increases the traffic load on the network, so that router splits the network, single network, into two networks. The main function of this router is to split the workstations. If there are more workstations are there, we have to split those workstation into two workstation, that is of 12 and 12, so that we can decrease that particular traffic. If the traffic is goes on increases, the solution has to be taken care by this router, that you have to divide the particular workstations. These all workstations are going to hamper our particular network, so that we are dividing those two station, the one station into the two station. That is to be taken care by this router. The last device is gateway. What is the function of gateway? The main function of gateway is to connect the workstations where you are working. That is nothing but from one country to another country, from one state to another state. If you want to speak for video conferencing, if you want to take a meeting on video conferencing, that has to be generated this gateway. It is an internet networking system capable of joining together two networks that use different base protocols. Two network is nothing but what? Our college is using one network, and one more CAGAD college is using that network. That particular organizations are operated on different networks. Networks are different, keep in mind. Our college is using the one network ID, and CAGAD college is using one another network ID. If you want to communicate from our college to the CAGAD college, we need a network ID. We require a particular network ID. Then and then only we can connect to that particular network ID. If you don't know that particular network ID, we can't connect our network to the another organization. You have to access. If you want to access, we need a permission for those network. So this is what happening in the companies. In the different companies are working on different networks. One company, TCS company, is having its own network. Capgemini is having its own network. If you want to communicate from TCS to the Capgemini, that is you have to communicate. The access is network. Okay, the access is required. Permission is required from the main head. Then and then only you can share your network ID to the another network person who is want to communicate to your company. This is what is happening in the gateway. If you want to call from state to state, if you want to send any data from country to country, you need a network ID. Then and then only that data has been reached to the particular destination. That has to be taken care very carefully. That has to be taken care very carefully. Okay. Thank you. These are some of the devices we have seen today. These are the devices of network devices, very, very important devices